is brought to you by our friends at 98.7 Frank FM, online at frankfmradio.com, and on the always free to download Frank FM radio app.
Frank FM plays the greatest music of all time and has the biggest playlist of songs on the radio in New Hampshire. Frank features all your favorite songs from Billy Joel, Elton John, Fleetwood Mac, and Huey Lewis and the News. Frank cranks Queen, Aerosmith, Hall & Oates, The Eagles, Pat Benatar, and the Rolling Stones too. 98.7 Frank FM prides itself on being the station that everyone can enjoy at home, in the car, and at work.
98.7 Frank FM is the soundtrack of the Seacoast and the soundtrack of Exeter football. And don't forget to go to frankfmradio.com for information about local events and sign up to win cool prizes.
Welcome back to the CB Show. We're your hosts, Caleb and Braden. This is Season 3, Episode 10. And it's also Week 10 of the NFL season.
The Exeter Seahawks beat Keenan Allen's team, Keene, 31-13 in the first round of the playoffs. They're getting ready to compete against Londonderry on the 11th. The Blue Hawks lost 35-0 against Londonderry in the regular season. And Coach Ball...
So did we. All right, so a little fun fact for you. This is Coach Ball's 31st season coaching the Exeter Blue Hawks.
Yeah, nice job. You're coaching all those high school kids. You're doing great. Your work, 31st season. It's pretty impressive. 31 years, essentially. And you even Coach Hunter Long, who's on the LA Rams right now, is an NFL superstar tight end.
Now, going straight into fantasy football, 411.
We got KJ Osborne getting blown up by 3 men. This was a tragic injury. This was collided and got carted off with like a wheelchair. And, like he walked some of it, but he came in a wheelchair.
And he walked off the field, but he got carted. Well, not carted. He went in a wheelchair and left. Yeah. It's still undetected what the injury was, but we're gonna find out soon.
Blown up by 3 men. Like that was bad. That was a big bang.
Next injury, we have a couple of them. Next injury is Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks in the Thursday Night Football matchup against the Steelers, he collided with another guy, and it was a concussion, but it was like a bad concussion because he had the face mask removed from his helmet, and he was removed off the field in a stretcher. So that's pretty serious because
I think it was like a level 4. I don't know how high they can go. But it's either level 3 or level 5.
Yeah.
Can go up to. So like that was like bad. Like he just head-to-head injury with a dude, bro. He was like 6'5", 250.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, big.
So we also have Kirk Cousins, who has a torn Achilles.
Out for the year.
I don't think he collided with any men on this one. He posted on his Instagram story of him in the hospital with like a thumbs up. His surgery was complete and it was all right. But Aaron Rodgers is getting back in the rhythm. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back at the end of the season. He's throwing like the football on the field with like the Jordan Love. Zach Wilson, my bad, guys.
Yeah, but there was no like not physical, but like collision with any other person. It was more just like open field injury, which happened to Kyler Murray.
It's more like getting your foot stuck in the turf, and then you don't lift up your leg,
and you pivot.
Yeah, Achilles just pops out of place. Those are always tough injuries to watch. We had a lot of tough injuries.
It's pretty tragic. Like the injuries that happen
this year, and it's very serious. Some of them, just Traylon Burks getting carted off the field. You saw like
Nick
the
Chubb.
Dude on Pittsburgh. They like popped his knee and his leg were like disconnected.
Yeah.
And I mean, just those collisions with other players, hurts them.
I can ruin careers too.
Oh yeah. In a second. I mean, I think Anthony Richards might not come back. But I don't think he's going to be the way he used to be. he's not going to want to run the ball as much. He's going to want to be conservative, and he's going to be a little scared overall, I feel like.
Well, that's like any person,
Exactly.
I guess.
So some fantasy point leaders in key positions.
CJ Stroud!
Hey, yeah, bro.
470 passing yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that was insane.
Sheesh.
You also have Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams both had a good game. Especially Josh Jacobs.
It's not even
Josh
over.
Jacobs, bro, just like lowers his shoulder and just gets right in that plow and goes right through other people.
He gets right underneath them and just plows them over. What?
We also have Tyreek Hill, but he didn't put up a lot of good points this week.
Neither did Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, the Chiefs were all over their offense this week. Some players that are struggling to put up fantasy points.
I'm not gonna say Dameon Pierce.
I'm not either,
because that's getting kind of old. It's Adams.
Adam Thielen?
No, definitely not.
Devon A-Chain. Yeah, Devontae Adams.
I'm gonna say Adams.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been underperforming
he's getting targets
a lot.
He's just not getting targets. I mean, it's that type of week for the season for him. And it's not. It's someone, I forget who said this, but it's not
Adam
a good.
Schefter.
Yeah, it's like not a good way to. I don't know how to say it. Like, waste your Hall of Fame career without getting targets. So I think it's just a waste for him, and he should go to a new team. But yeah. And some surprises in Week 9 NFL matchups. Do you have any?
What?
Do you have any surprises?
Surprises. I don't really
Baltimore versus Seahawks.
I wasn't really.
I
wasn't surprised that this Baltimore won, but how they won. They completely blew them out.
I know, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders versus the
Giants, I'm not surprised about that.
But they blew them out. Like, it was a blowout.
Yeah, but the Giants are just really bad.
True.
All right, now we're into the Week 10 NFL matchups.
Double digit tricks here, boys.
Up first, we have the Chargers and we have the Lions.
How is Lions Week 10?
And that's what I'm saying. Eckler is looking pretty good.
The Barbie.
And the Lions, I don't know what they just haven't been meeting my expectations. And
in general, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take Chargers in this one. Eckler played.
Do you know Lions are the Super Bowl contender?
Eckler played really well, and I think that's gonna be a big part in this game.
Oh,
overall, yeah.
Eckler, he was so good last year, bro. He would just plow through those men. I think he's gonna start doing that now, coming off this big injury that he had. I mean, it was pretty major, and then he came back. Didn't have the best game, didn't have the worst game, and I think this is gonna be a big boom right here. I think he's gonna run the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
Aiden Hutchinson, or he's going the complete opposite direction and plowing right through Aiden Hutchinson and trying to pressure him. So we can get him doubled usually they're
470 yards. What?
I think it's not a little realistic right now. Like, we're trying to help the community. You guys are the community.
All of our 60 subscribers.
Stop. Stop. Don't talk to
Stop. 70% completion rate.
Losers.
Stop it. 70% completion rate. Stop. So
stop naming CJ Stroud stats. So I think Jared Goff, he's been slinging the ball around.
No, but not really.
Not really, but really though.
Not recently. He had they just haven't been performing to my expectations, and And I think the Chargers, they definitely have a lot of potential. They just need to perform to a high standard and contend with those teams, like those higher level teams.
Well, I think the one thing that's hurt them the most is Mike Williams being out. And that's a big factor for them. I mean, you have Keenan Allen, but that's not enough.
Yeah, because like you can just like double team them or just do whatever you need to do on one wide receiver. But when it comes to Mike Williams and another big guy with Mike Williams, and Gerald Everett, he's plays a big role in the offense. So especially because
talk about big men. Samuel Porter out here,
dude. He's a big guy.
We're taking too long on this matchup.
No, we're not actually. We're supposed to go into detail with these matchups. So Sam Laporta has a way of getting into the secondary and beating those defensive backs to the end zone, and that's what makes him so special, and that's why he's one of Jared Goff's favorite new targets.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't playing that big of a target anymore, and I think it's just Sam Laporta's taking over this key position. I'm glad they got rid of T.J. Hawkinson. T.J. Hawkinson was good. I think Sam Laporta's better overall, and I gotta take the Lions on this one.
I'm gonna take the Chargers on this one.
Next matchup, we have the Jaguars and the 49ers.
This is very questionable, but I'm still going to have to go with the 49ers, even after all the, not diversity, but...
Dude, you ever see how the Jags are playing?
Yeah, but
it's
still, at the end of the day, Debo will be back. The Niners...
Oh my God, dude, the big man.
He's really good at just, getting through the first tackle and making them pay. Because, he's really powerful, and he just, I don't know, it's really hard to bring him down.
Oh, yeah, especially Christian McCaffrey, too.
Yeah.
But
he just keeps the legs moving and pumping.
Yeah. But on the other side, Jaguars, you got Travis Etienne, who does the same thing as Christian McCaffrey. I think he's having a better season than Christian McCaffrey. Not really, but not really.
He's having a really good season.
But not as good as Christian
Not
McCaffrey.
as good as McCaffrey.
So I think I got to go with Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers.
Same. I think it's going to be closer than expected. But I'm going to have to take Niners in the end of it because of the key players that the Niners have.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mr. 470 passing yards, 70% completion rate, and 5 touchdowns.
Wow. The Texans are the only ones who haven't won something like the finals, championship, Super Bowl, any of those.
That's irrelevant because C.J. Stroud is the face of this franchise, and he's gonna carry them to the playoffs. Mark my word, they're making it to the playoffs.
But he's not making it to the Super Bowl.
No, they're going to the playoffs.
That's gonna come later when Tank Dell comes to his absolute prime. Nico Collins does. This team is set. You
set.
See these rookies?
Yeah,
they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Dell and C.J. Stroud, their connection is insane. Damian Pierce, can you get the ball more? You have the offensive line, new rookies, and they refresh. They're going to the Super Bowl one year. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
All right. Well, in this matchup, I'm going to have to take the Bengals. I think stat-wise, you should probably start C.J. Stroud, but if you have FanDuel picks or DraftKings, you should probably take the Bengals because I think that it was a very entertaining game with the Texans last week, but it's not going to end in their it's not going to end in their favor this week. I'm taking Bengals.
Oh yeah, I think that Jamar Chase, is coming up with those big snags now.
His ability to take the balls in and reel them in so it's a good completions even on the sideline where it might be a 50-50 call. His ability to grab them or to grab it and then drag his toes on the other side, it's really impressive.
All these good wide receivers, they're starting to use their threats and I think the Bengals are starting to get back in their normal rhythm. So I got to take the Bengals on this one. I want to see how they play Sunday night against the Bills. We haven't seen that yet, but I think I got to take the Bengals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Bengals, Damar Hamlin.
Bills, Bengals. Oh yeah, let's hope he doesn't die
again.
Yeah.
Next matchup, we got the Ravens versus the Browns. Now, this is always a good matchup. It's always a little entertaining, but I think I got to take the Ravens. The Ravens blew out the Seattle Seahawks. Deshaun Watson, he had a good game. He throwing some dots out there. Kareem Hunt had a good touchdown, pushing it in. I think
Dude, that chemistry, man, I'm telling you.
Wait, did he do the celebration where he kick down the door, put on his mask and kick down the door?
I have no idea.
Dude, that would be so iconic if he did that.
Yeah.
I mean, because dude, he's just so good at plowing through everyone. And
again with those big running backs. I mean, they're not big, but they're feisty.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see these boys kicking down the doors, especially Kareem Hunt.
Dude, he's plowing through
the other doors.
He's plowing through those defensive linemen, and it's like no problem. He's just going through them and leaving no trace.
Especially Deshaun, bro. Dude, he'll be throwing sidearms right now. He'll be like.
Amari Cooper got banged up though.
Dude, he'll be like this. He'll be like. Just into the center.
That touch. He just has a good touch on it.
And he always gets up in the center and you go they always zoom in on that for some reason. I don't really know why. I think I gotta take the Ravens on this one. They're just better team overall. Zay Flowers is like ka-chow or zang or ka-chow.
Although he only had one reception.
It was a good reception.
Yeah.
So I gotta take the Ravens in this one.
I'm gonna take the Ravens because although I think Deshaun and his men are gonna put up a good fight, I don't think it's gonna last because
you always get caught at some point.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I guess you could say that, but I also think that since the Ravens are a really good team overall,
how Kareem Hunt, Classy, and everyone, and Deshaun Watson has that special touch. That plowing through, he's gonna get caught up with the first plow.
Kyle Hamilton, all those good players.
The first plow through, he might plow through a dude, knock off the doors, kick them down, and then the second dude, he just catches him right-handed. And then the special touch, he can throw some dimes. But I think
a good example of this is Mac Jones against the Cowboys when he threw across the entire field and made a 20-yard reception. Then he did it again, and then he threw a pick six.
Yeah, he gets caught red-handed sometimes. I mean, you get away with things sometimes.
Good things
always come to an end.
Yeah, good things always come to an end. All right,
well, I got Ravens.
I'm taking Ravens. My matchup's gonna be the Vikings and the Saints.
It's a miracle.
I don't really know what to think of this matchup because the Saints could play really good or really bad, but the Vikings showed great perseverance and kept going, and they didn't back out. They didn't stop. They just kept going.
Never back down. Never give up. That's what they had in their head the whole time. Yeah, so I think I got to go Minnesota on this one. The last time they won it, and they both had some good rosters, but I think the Saints roster was better. And that Minnesota miracle that should never have happened, but it was beautiful that it did. Stephon Diggs, had that great moment. And, I think the Vikings.
Was it Marcus Williams? I don't know how Marcus Williams missed that tackle. Diggs was right there in front of him, and he went right under him. It's hard to miss that.
Yeah. I mean, especially how, I think
Like they're pro dudes. Like
like
they're
though, and I mean, you work out their like legs and stuff, so they're huge, right? How do you miss something that's so big, and out in the open field? You just blew your game because you missed something
in the playoffs. It wasn't like it was regular season.
Yeah. So I think I gotta go Minnesota.
I'm gonna go Minnesota on this one. I agree with that.
Did you see like Leonard Fournette's like muscles on the back? It looks like a bicep.
So from now on, I'm gonna make an oath. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From now on, Caleb and I will provide one joke each.
We'll provide one joke each
for the rest of the season. So my joke is, if the Buccaneers were to move, where would they go?
Where, Caleb?
Arkansas!
So, next matchup, we got the Raiders versus the Jets. The Raiders blew off the New York Giants' doors, and the Jets went against the Giants. So this is gonna be a good matchup. Zach Wilson is on a winning streak right now. Well, I don't know what if he won or lost.
Well, since
wait, did he play his game yet?
No.
Yeah, who is he playing against?
Gooks.
I don't know. So I don't know if he's still on a winning streak, but for now he is. And I think I gotta take Raiders though. Raiders, their head coach.
Okay, it's easy. Okay, so the Jets almost lost to the Giants and only won 16-13, right? Yeah. Raiders beat the Giants. Like 30-something to 6. Okay.
Right now it's 30.
Yes, 30-something to 6. Okay, that's what the outcome is going to be for this game. Okay, calling it. If the Jets barely beat the Giants, then the Raiders are going to absolutely demolish the Jets. Simple as that.
Stop! Put it back up.
Stop playing with the helmet, Brayden.
I gotta give credit to the head coach of the Raiders. First time, the rookie QB for the Raiders looked good too.
O'Connell.
Yeah, he was doing good. Making those plays out there, doing his thing. Finding Devontae Adams and like Jimmy Garoppolo. And then Josh Jacobs had a great game, so I think it's gonna stay the same outcome as you said, and I think it's gonna be a little closer, but not that much closer. Yeah. Maybe they score one more touchdown.
Yeah,
but I gotta take Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
We want to give a special shout out to one of our podcast sponsors, Fremont Pizzeria. Located in Fremont, New Hampshire, you can dine in, order takeout, or delivery. Having a party and don't want to cook? No worries. Call Fremont Pizzeria for all of your catering needs. Let them know the CB show sent you. Fremont Pizzeria. It's more than just a pizza place.
Alright, so you know what time it is. It's that time of time. Time is time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say football? You say trivia.
Already.
Football!
Trivia!
Football!
Trivia!
Football!
Trivia!
Let's do this! Is that in your pocket?
Which team played and lost 4 straight Super Bowls between 1990 and 1993? This is easy. I know this one.
1990 and 1993?
Yes.
3 Super Bowl losses?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Patriots in the 201, 210 and 2,
207 and 208.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs.
That is incorrect.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That is also incorrect.
The Green Bay Packers.
That is also incorrect.
The Patriots.
That is incorrect.
The Miami Dolphins.
That is
the
incorrect.
Buccaneers. The Cowboys.
That is incorrect.
The Buccaneers.
That is incorrect.
The New York Giants.
That is incorrect.
The Jets.
That is incorrect.
New Orleans Saints.
That is incorrect.
Minnesota.
That's incorrect.
Wait, New Orleans Saints.
That's incorrect.
Okay. LA.
That's which one?
Rams.
Incorrect.
Raiders.
Incorrect.
49ers.
Incorrect.
Seattle.
Incorrect.
Eagles.
Incorrect.
Giants.
Incorrect.
Wait. Bills.
Yes. Took you half the league.
What is the only NFL team to have a undefeated season in the Super Bowl era. That's
An undefeated season. Oh, Pats.
Kid, they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Oh, and they had to win the Super Bowl. Oh, I don't know.
You're joking. The Dolphins in 1972.
Alrighty.
I have the easiest question for you. Which NFL franchise has won more Super Bowl championships than Tom Brady?
There is what?
Repeat that. What you were gonna say?
What?
Repeat what you were gonna say.
There is none.
Yay! Nice job. Wow.
Ready?
The Steelers are tied with 7-0. Headshot.
How much does the Lombardi Trophy weigh?
15 pounds.
No.
More or less.
Less.
10.
Less.
5.
More.
7.
No.
8.
No.
9.
No.
6.
No.
More or less.
7. Oh, I got another joke. Miss Nichols, I have a joke for you. Actually, no, I don't, because you're not listening. So I have a joke. What do Minnesota Viking fans do when they win the Super Bowl?
Nothing, because they don't.
They turn off the PlayStation 4.
No, they sim to the draft.
They sim to the next draft.
Yep.
They sim to the off season.
Yeah.
That's a wrap for this week's episode. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The CB Show. Now, don't forget to go set your lineup. Blue 80 set hike!